What's good, YouTube? Menasteel here. Out of the 3 Kanto starters, the only one I haven't made a video yet for was Blastoise, and that mainly falls to pre-Mythical Island. I didn't feel like he was fast enough, and post-Mythical Island, I felt like the ceiling on decks like Gyarados was much higher. However, after seeing Blastoise top 16 and not just one, but 2 different tournaments, I had to give it a try myself. The 2 lists that did well in this tournament are essentially the same, as the one big difference was that one had 2 Tauros, while one cut the second Tauros for a copy of Aerodactyl EX, which is the list that we're testing out today. However, Blastoise's game plan is pretty straightforward. It's how you get there sometimes that gets a little complex. Blastoise EX is a water Pokemon with 180 HP, and unlike the other 2 Kanto starters, his attacks are delivered on a perfect curve up the evolution line, ultimate leading up to his Hydro Bazooka that deals 100 damage for 3 energy, with the added effect to deal an additional 60 if your Blastoise has up to 5 energy. Despite the perfect curve, you'd ideally build up your Blastoise in the backline behind the one and only Drotagon, whose rough skin ability not only buys you time, but damages your opponents if they get too aggressive and puts them in range for your Blastoise Bazooka. Unlike Drotagon, Tauros serves multiple purposes in this deck, as it's not only a 100 HP body that can tank hits, in matchups like Pikachu, Celebi, and Mew, its fighting tackle is lethal. Aerodactyl EX plays a similar role to Tauros. Its 140 HP make it quite the wall, but its synergy with Misty and powerful attacks on a basic Pokemon allow you to apply pressure as well as back up your Blastoise. The supporter lineup in Blastoise deck seems to be almost set in stone. Misty has the potential to end a game before it even begins, as ramping your Blastoise line or Articuno can put you so far ahead that your opponent never has a chance. One supporter that I could see finding a slot in this deck would be Sabrina, however I feel the 2 Giovannis are essential. The 10 damage boost makes a game-changing difference in countless matchups and situations. After 10 games with this list, I actually managed to go 9-1, only dropping a game to Pikachu. As the gameplay will support, this Articuno list allows you to apply more pressure and win games that you couldn't had you not been playing Articuno. However, where I really felt the lack of like Tauros, or the fact that I was only playing one, was against the Pikachu, where I couldn't apply enough pressure that 2 Tauros would have been able to, and the tournament itself kind of supports this idea, as the list with 2 Tauros managed to knock out 3 Pikachus. Meanwhile, the Articuno list only faced one, similar to me, only faced one Pikachu, and it's what knocked it out in top 16 at the end of the day. So luckily this deck gives you the versatility where depending on what you're trying to face more or more worried about, you're able to adjust accordingly. So if you're worried about a lot of Pikachus, you play 2 Tauros. If you don't think you'll see a lot of Pikachus, which God willing, you don't have to commit to the Tauros, and you could be a little more greedy with the Articuno. Hope you all enjoy the gameplay, and feel free to comment down below what your favorite Kanto starter is. Mine personally was Charmander. Also, please consider liking and subscribing, and above all else, stay pro. Alright, we're going second with a tournament proven Blastoise. Let's see if it holds up. Honestly, I've been surprised. Well, not surprised. I knew Charizard was good. I was surprised how unpopular it was, I guess. How little play was seeing. And I was surprised by Venusaur. Blastoise on paper makes sense, but it's probably the one that I would least consider out of the 3. Only because there's so many things that are kind of doing the exact same thing, if that makes sense. If you're gonna play a Drotagon water deck that needs to build up to 4 or 5 energy, Gyarados definitely seems like the way. Then again, Gyarados explodes to what we're staring at right now. While on the other hand, this deck has more of a chance against this, right? I almost don't want to put down Tauros, but I will. The reason I wouldn't is if he's Sabrina's now, we're kind of stuck. But the reason I will, I don't know, I'm holding the other. The reason I will is because if he wants to start stretch kicking target Tauros, I prefer that over him punishing the Squirtle. The research is the best bet for us right there, because had he gone had he gone Primeape with Geo, he just outscored immediately as well. Yeah, we'll go research here. Articuno's fine. Again, we kind of need a leaf to get out of the situation we're in, but whatever. There was a world where we would have geoed twice, on the Squirtle and the War Turtle attack, and that would have kind of worked, but that would have been way too greedy. And now next turn, we're set up for the KO with Surf. And quite frankly, I don't think we care for our Marshadow hitting us for 100 if the backup is what it is, right? Now we have the leaf that would allow us to change, if anything. I guess the question is, do we put the energy on Blastoise? I don't think we need Blastoise to hit for 160 against anything except for, I guess like we were always doing this. Okay, so let's do that first and think here. There's no reason to, yeah, there's just, well, for sure. Also, we research. Misty's pretty good. There's the Drud, probably our best bet. Put down here. Like, we could set up Articuno for next turn, or we could start feeding the Blastoise. I think we do it like this. I might regret because now we take 100 from the Revenge. I don't know. Mathematically, I think we might be fine, or should be fine. Is the correct term? Yeah, because he's forced to pump the Marshadow here. Oh, and he's on that Primate. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, no, then we for sure got this. In that case, we'll Misty the Articuno. Like, if this gets Tails, then it doesn't like matter at all. But in this case, we almost want to like back it out completely. Nah, it doesn't make a difference. Both of these attackers need 2 energy to attack. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was a way that they could have played it better. That would have changed, outside of just like playing a completely different build. Like, personally, I would just play the different Primate, but yeah. GG's to our point there. Alright, we got Tails now. Means we're going second. And what could be the mirror. I think we're starting our Articuno here. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, it's working. Yeah, because Squirtle with the Misty doesn't do anything, but the Articuno with Misty does a lot. Like, imagine if we get 2 heads off of Misty, we basically win next, like, turn 1. So. And he got all the bright animations on his cards, flares. The Golden Mew. Okay, so we definitely got a Misty here, I feel. Because we get too much advantage if this works. Okay, that's 1. If we get 2, that's game. Well, whatever. Doesn't change the game plan. It would have been nice. I think regardless, we have way too much pressure for them to keep up. Even in a world where they go, like, they Starmie their own, I mean, yeah, they had to have gone. Even if they have Misty their own Starmie, like they got Starmie Misty and they hit us for 90. Once we hit for 80, like they got nothing going for them. GG's. Alright, we started again going second against Grass. Yeah, okay, I couldn't tell right there. Yeah, might as well. Oof, with Snivy in the front. We didn't draw a hand that could punish that, but Tauros could be a big help in this matchup if we're able to build it up before he goes 2 ahead. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Seeing a Squirtle here and this Misty could make us like, okay, we got the Squirtle. Let's go Misty. Misties have been hitting today. Let's see. Did I just jinx myself? Yes, I did. Alright, so now we have 2 options. One of them is building up this Blastoise line. The other one is building up Tauros. I think think we're gonna go this way. Mainly, I guess this is where like content kind of like maybe defeats, like me trying to prove that Blastoise is like the namesake of the deck is like trying to win with that might affect us in this game, if that makes sense. Because you see, now having Giovanni, maybe the correct play is just building up Tauros, the 1-pointer, and then slowly starting to build up the Blastoise, but we'll see. Especially since Blastoise can't out Celebi. Well, now he can if he beats up the Druddigon first, so I don't know, maybe I'm just talking too much, but like, I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't know if I'm expressing it correctly. I guess we don't get punished for building up Tauros now. Because currently the only way we get Blastoise out is if he Celebes and runs over Druddigon. In which case, the Giovanni plus Blastoise is enough to knock it out. Because he'll go down to 110. Okay, so he's going for it. Whether it's correct or not. Maybe he thinks like, oh, he gotta get ahead of the Tauros. But again, we do have the knockout ready, so... We actually benefit here from him knocking out Druddigon. Like from him hitting 206. Never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. What would be the correct play here? Realistically, giving up Blastoise maybe. But let's trust in Blastoise. Putting Blastoise up would have probably been better, but at the same time, our Tauros won't be ready. So that leads back to the beginning of what I was trying to say, where me going content brain and being like, oh, let's set up this Blastoise cost me more than this Tauros is a legend. It should have cost me more than had I just built up Tauros from the beginning, but okay, now although it will cost us a turn, like we're gonna be set behind, we are no longer threatened by Sabrina, so I think it's worth doing this. And like I said, we still have the Geo play. Like, as soon as this Celebi does damage to this Druddigon, we Blastoise with Geo gets him out, so... Okay, so now we're safe. Honestly, that Tauros saved our lives. Him holding on for dear life was what got us the W here. Okay, Druddigon, we don't need you to hold on for dear life. Okay, thank you. Alright, he thinks he's safe, but we've had the math since the beginning. Granted, again, for, I guess, like, teaching purposes, the correct play would have been to build up Tauros off the rip. Also, why was my timer so low? Let's go Geo. Also, if you're wondering why we're playing so many, why we're playing double Geo and no Sabrinas, that's a big reason. Once your Blastoise is set up, like Geo helps for like certain matchups, like this one, like Tauros being able to hit the Celebi. I guess Starmie also falls under that. Mew. Geo, Druddigon, they're all cards that are trying to set up. Okay, so here, what is... Yeah, no, there's... We'll take it. GG's. Alright, we get to go second against Grass. If we had a Misty, I would like consider starting with the Aerodactyl in the front. But since we don't... But actually, I'm not gonna risk getting red carded. I'll keep my hand down to 3. There's the Exeggutor. Yeah, glad I didn't start with Kuno, because then the pressure, we probably wouldn't be able to keep up with it. There's Geo, doesn't do much, but we just do this and pass. So, ideally, even if he has the Exeggutor, we would prefer that it gets Tails. Or, wait, why? Oh, okay. Why he wouldn't attack was not what I meant to ask, even though I definitely did ask it. Okay, so now, next turn, we're able to Leaf and knock this out. Unfortunately, we can't Leaf and Geo, otherwise I would have done that as well. Although it doesn't really change the map. Because he would just evolve this one. Okay, Bellsprouts. A deck that I've seen gain more popularity, and maybe it's just like recency bias, is like this this Victreebel deck. Although against us, it doesn't really have that advantage. Okay, so I don't think we benefit from Misty here. Let's just go Leaf and start taking knockouts. I think we set up a little too fast for them, and they also open too slow. Like not having the Exeggutor just like swing for 40 to 80 damage a turn immediately is rough for them. But yeah, we'll hold this Misty for if we see Squirtle. Their Exeggutor would be at 150 HP. We're not playing Sabrina, so his Bellsprout is safe, but I guess he just missed out on all of it. GG's. Alright, let's start first. Against Fire. Let's not do it. Well, I didn't even have the cards to do the same mistake as last time. I do like this handle, so I will put Tauros down. I don't want to keep 4 cards and then get like red carded turn 1 when we have research into a potential Misty the following turn. All we need is like the Squirtle or Articuno, and we're set. Let's see if it's okay. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be Blaine or Charizard. Clearly it's Blaine, so hopefully we see either Articuno or why am I blanking? Or Squirtle. So we'll research first just to maximize the ability to see a basic, and this doesn't guarantee anything, but there's a Squirtle. And we have the full line here, so actually I would have preferred like the Druddigon after that, but let's go Squirtle and here, let's put Articuno down as well. Not fully necessary, but yeah. Now I guess what we need to see is like Leaf and stuff that we could just start manipulating the board. But that'll be for some time now, because like next turn is definitely a Misty turn. And we got Misty back-to-back turns, that's crazy. Let's go for the Blastoise, why not? Let's build up our Squirtle. Or not. Yeah, that works too. Regardless, I'm gonna go for it. I'm aware Articuno with Blizzard one-shots everything. Unless they're playing blue for some reason. We can't one-shot the Rapidash, I guess. But this is the Blastoise video, so... And before I get completely punished immediately, but whatever. Okay, no Blaine means we get an extra hit here. If we see Leaf, our Blastoise is live, but let's go Misty once again. Surely this time I'll hit, right? There it goes. That's truly all we need to just like steal the game, but and then thanks to no Blaine or nothing, we didn't have to like risk it there. I don't see a way out for them now. Because even if like they Sabrina, we send out Tauros instead. Now they're not even attacking, so they're gonna build up something. I don't know what their plan is. But if you saw my Blaine video, I did mention like the water decks is what keeps like Blaine from being able to like consistently do something. You know, they conceded. Like I could just save it forever. Like they can't beat me in the situation that we're in. The deck Blaine could definitely beat a water deck. It's just in the current situation, in the build-up that we had, the second Druddigon gets outed by either their own card or we see Leaf, we just literally press one button and kill like 3 straight Pokemon. So GG's. All right, going second now against. Oof, this is gonna be tough. Unless we could build up Tauros. Let's see how much time Druddigon buys us. We are going second, so that advantage of energy will come through. Unfortunately, he does have this line, so Let's see what goes on. We're gonna have to be creative with how we get out of this one. Because Tauros single-handedly answers the Pikachu. It doesn't do anything for us in terms of like Blitzel and Zebstrika. Let's see what research gets us. Okay, the Druddigon would have been fine in like any other situation. But not in this current one. Let's see. I'm trying to think like how do we get out of this? Well, currently there's nothing to do, but we don't have Sabrina to make that Pikachu, like to force that Pikachu out. I guess what would save us is if he doesn't see the Zebstrika and he decides to be aggressive elsewhere, like a different way. Yeah, no Zebstrika definitely changes his play. You see, like now he didn't go into the Blitzel thing. Squirtle's scary. I only put Squirtle down if we see 1 War Turtle and 2 a Misty. That's the only way I'm putting down the Squirtle, because if we just put down Squirtle with no way of evolving it, you'll go into Zebstrika, hit it twice, and we give him a free point for no reason. Like here, even if he goes for Tauros, at least he has to like really slowly build it up. Like he has to hit us 4 times, so like, you know, we're okay with that. That's fine. Like, fine is what I mean, but yeah. Okay, there's research. We want to see War Turtle more than anything. Would it be too risky to... We have 8 cards in deck. It's a 1 in 4 to see it next turn. What do we gain from like stalling that much? Another good bet would be like Articuno. Seeing Articuno would be nice too. I think we're forced to do this. Like we can't put Squirtle down, which is an example of like, I guess the downside of the deck. Yeah, it's all 1 energy, so like this Pikachu's gonna like relax in the back. Yeah, hopefully we see something that changes his sights from. There you go. There's the Squirtle. Misty hopefully hits. Come on. Okay, perfect. Whatever. Actually, that's decently fine. We go to 2. Next turn, War Turtle. I guess the other thing we want to do is put down Druddigon. We might regret this because if we see Articuno, it changes the game a little bit. But we don't even have like. Well, we do have another Misty that we're gonna see. Yeah. So now he has to like divide his attention a little bit. I think we saw War Turtle just in time. No, actually, no, we didn't. War Turtle's only just in time if he starts going for it. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we needed him to do. So we go here. So now he's no longer. None of these are getting knocked down next turn. We have Druddigon, so like his Sabrina's fine. I guess we give this energy just so that we could hit for a higher than. Yeah, I think he messed up by dividing his attack, but we played it off that way. Like we were hoping on that. Like that was our win condition almost. Let's see. Interesting that he chose to do that. I guess one way we're still kind of like in trouble is that how much HP do we have left on this Blastoise? I didn't do the math. Never mind, we're fine. Electro can't beat us here, so we just go Leaf. Okay, yeah, I think we got this one. Tauros forever checks the Pikachu, and this Electro can't knock us out right now. I guess there's no reason not to beat the Blastoise. Make sure there's nothing else we could play. Hydro was okay, so somehow we got this one. And it all came down to holding Squirtle just in time to not only drift attention away from Tauros, but also like in time that we had to make sure we had the War Turtle. And we have another leaf, so we don't care for if he Sabrina's. We could bring Blastoise right back out. The only thing we kind of feared would be like another Zip Striker, and not even. I guess we could fear another Voltorb. I didn't think of that. Because Tauros can't 1v1 this. Yeah, so he might have us actually. Unfortunately, because we don't have Sabrina in the deck. We could back out and attempt to buy time, but buy time for what, I guess, is the question. If he puts up Substrika, we explode. We could just take our one. How do we play this? I don't mean to stall, it's just how many cards are left in deck? 4. We kind of need him to knock something out, but not the Blastoise. Blastoise gives us too many points. I don't think he'll just misplay for no reason. We do Explosives of Striker though. Okay, this might be... Damn. This is not the spot I wanted to be in. I think we're forced to buy time with Druddigon. And see where this takes us. If he sees another Substrika, like Blitzel Substrika, it forces our hand again. But in the meantime, we could just, I don't know, stall with Druddigon. I'd rather give him a few points with that. I almost saw the path to victory, honestly, and now it's looking a little rough. Realistically, we would swap Druddigons now. I think we have to hold that Misty for the Articuno. Let's go Leaf here. Again, we're playing where we know we lose to Blitzel. It's just like going straight on trading, we will lose as well. Because we don't have a second attacker that could out these Electrodes. Might as well do that. Like his correct play would be to swap Electrodes and keep poking. Okay, the other thing we don't want to risk is another Sabrina. Okay, the potion also makes it uncomfortable, but again, we really need to see this Articuno. I think, is it guaranteed? Have we used Pokeball? No, our last cards in the deck is literally Articuno double Pokeball. So we're okay. We're okay. We just literally just need another attacker that could out this guy. There's the Articuno. Technically, we could start building up another Squirtle and stuff, but I feel like that's playing too much with fire. Right, I guess it would have taken up the same amount of time, huh? Oh, pass turn there. This Druddigon eats one hit, then we swap to Articuno. That's... Yeah, no, we gotta do this. Which stalls us again. The potion doesn't do anything. We're out of ways of swapping out though, which is unfortunate, but... Yeah, no, we tried our best, but this is a no. We gotta retreat here. We go into this, and it doesn't. We don't have enough energy. We need a Misty to give us like way too many like favorable rolls. I'm surprised that he did that, knowing that. Could he be on like a 1-1 Blitzo line? That would be ridiculous, right? He's out of Sabrina's though, so. I don't know what that means for us, but it's just a fact, I guess. I'm trying to see how potentially could he like mess it up. I don't see it. If we had Sabrina, we would have won, by the way. Like actually no, we wouldn't have. Like the only way he messes up is if he gets greedy, brings out. Yeah, no, now he's just doing stuff. I'll stop wasting their time. Yeah, there's no way for us to get those 2 points we need.